Welcome back, everyone, to the Bears Profit Plays YouTube channel. Today is Sunday, July 7th, and we're back with the Sunday slate of games in the MLB. I'm bringing you 8 total plays today, including 6 player props and 2 game picks. We're going to start with a match between the San Francisco Giants and the Cleveland Guardians, and then the best play of the day will be between the New York Yankees and the Boston Red Sox on Sunday Night Baseball. And as always, the 2 best player props will be towards the end of the video as well. I hope everybody has a great Sunday, and let's break down some ball. All right, guys, let's get into this graphic from Saturday. I am recording at 1:40 p.m. Central Time, so extremely early. I do have the Astros on the money line going up against the Twins as the best play. Hasn't started off great. Bottom of the first inning right now, the Twins just put up 2 runs on the Astros in the bottom of the first, so we've got some work to do in that one. Garrett Crochet did come out at over 7.5 strikeouts going up against the Marlins in a little bit, and then Isaiah Paredes over 1.5 bases going up against the Rangers later tonight as well. We've got the Angels on the money line going up against the Cubs. The Angels started off hot, 1-0 right now. Single hit by pitch, and they still only got 1 run. So I'll take the 1 run, but I'm a little bit frustrated with the top of the first out of the Angels. We have Taylor Ward over 1.5 bases going up against the Cubs. I believe he had a single in that game if he's starting. So I'm pretty sure they went single, hit by pitch. Just give me a second to check on that. While I'm checking on that, Jeremy Pena is in the 2-hole today going up against the Twins because Jose Altuve is out. And then Carlos Correa over 1.5 bases. I know, in fact, he did get a single going up against Hunter Brown in the bottom of the first inning. So that one is looking good so far. The Angels are now up 2-0 on the Cubbies, and Taylor Ward did, in fact, get a single in that first at-bat. So both those player props are looking pretty good. But let's take a quick look at that leaderboard. Nothing has changed. Nothing official yet. 5-2, and the 2 losses are on the Kansas City Royals on the game pick side. So they are on the ban list, even though I love them. 9-5 on the player props. Christian Walker screwed us yesterday, even though he had 5 at-bats. Didn't get a hit in that game, and the Arizona Diamondbacks put up, I think, 8 runs. So that one hurt last night, but 1-2 day yesterday on the best bets. Looking for a 3-0 day today, or on Saturday, and a 3-0 day on Sunday. Let's take a look at the Sunday picks for tomorrow. We're going to be looking at the San Francisco Giants going up against the Cleveland Guardians. The Giants have been playing some really good baseball over the last couple games, and I do think we're going to see them put up a lot of runs in this one as well with the matchup they have on the mound. The problem is I think the Guardians are the better team overall. So I'm going to take the over in this game, 8.5 run scores the play. The Giants will also have an unproven rookie on the mound, and with the way the Guardians have been hitting the ball this season, we might see a lot of runs scored for them as well. The Giants are going to be throwing out Hayden Birdsong, which is a great name today. And he's only had 2 career starts this rookie season with the Giants. He hasn't been great over the first 2 games, but he hasn't been bad enough for them to send him back down. He's gone 9+ innings, giving up 10 hits and 5 runs against the Atlanta Braves and the Chicago Cubs. He's coming into this one with a 4.66 ERA, and he does have a problem giving up home runs, giving up 3 already in just 9 innings of work. He reminds me a lot of DJ Hurts, who was a Washington National, because he had a home run problem when he first came up this season as well, and that's something that he's just going to grow out of. He's got to get more reps at the big league level. We should see Hayden give up a few more runs in this game going up against the Guardians, or one of the best hitting teams in baseball. I do think the Giants are going to be able to keep that up, though, because they are going to have a matchup going up against Carlos Carrasco. He's coming in with a 5.21 ERA and a 1.36 whip, giving up 3+ runs in 5 of the last 10 games. In his last game against the White Sox, one of the worst teams in baseball, he gave up 3 runs, 2 home runs in that game, and I don't see a whole lot of good that Carlos Carrasco brings to the table for the Cleveland Guardians. More times than not, he's going to go out there and give up 3+ runs and a lot of hits, just like Patrick Corbin does for the Nationals. He gives up way too many hits, he gives up way too many runs, and the Guardians are never really in a position to win the game whenever he's on the mound. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game with the guys we have on the mound. So I'm going to take the over here of 8.5 runs as the play. For the player props on the screen, we're going to play both of them. Jose Ramirez over 1.5 bases and Heliot Ramos over 1.5 bases. I'm going to start with Ramos because last season, I mentioned this the last time I broke him down, he had a 179 batting average. This season, he was given another chance in the major league level. He did not disappoint this time. He's got a batting average of 302 in 52 games. Just over the last 6 games for him, he's collected double-digit hits in 5 of those 6 games, collecting a total of 11 over the last 6. He is on fire at the plate, and he's getting a very friendly matchup going up against Carlos Carrasco, who has been bad on both sides of the plate this season, giving him nearly identical numbers to both sides. 39 hits against lefties, 40 hits against righties, with only 2 at-bats separating them. He's giving up a batting average of 265+ to both sides this season, a total of 33 extra base hits, which is nearly half of all of his hits given up. Give me Heliot Ramos here over 1.5 bases as the play there. For Jose Ramirez, it's pretty self-explanatory in this one. He's one of the best players in the major leagues this year. He's a switch hitter as well, and he will be lining up on the right-handed side in this one because Hayden Birdsong, he's giving up a batting average of 368 to righties this season. He's also given up 70% of his hits to right-handed hitters in the first 2 games, and all 3 home runs have been against the right side. Most of the power for Jose Ramirez this season has been against right-handed pitching as well, having 15 home runs already this season. Give me Jose Ramirez over 1.5 bases. He's going to send one over the fence in this game, I believe, as well. So I love that play there. For the best play of the day, We are going to be looking at Sunday Night Baseball between the Boston Red Sox and the New York Yankees. I usually love whenever these two teams meet. It's usually very entertaining. But if you're a Yankees fan lately, things have gone from bad to worse. As the Yankees, they currently can't buy a win. I think they're down 3-1 right now against the Red Sox as well. They literally can't buy a win. They brought in all these players. They spent all the money. And after being the best team in baseball about a month and a half ago, they can't get any wins on the board. The Red Sox, on the other hand, they've been the hottest team in baseball over the last couple games. I believe they've won 9 consecutive games, not counting the game on Saturday afternoon because it is still going right now. I'm going to take the hot hand. Give me the Red Sox here on the money line as the play. The Red Sox, they will have their best pitcher on the mound in this one, Cutter Crawford, who's coming in with a 3.47 ERA and a 1.10 whip. Cutter was on a brutal stretch of games where he gave up 3+ runs in 6 of the last 7 games up until June 21st. But after he was pulled against the Blue Jays 2 games ago after 1 inning, he went out against the Miami Marlins. He struck out 7 batters. He went 6 innings. He only gave up 1 run. This is the Crawford that we saw for the Red Sox earlier in the season before that brutal stretch. I think we're going to see him wheel and deal once again as the Yankees have been struggling lately to put the bat on the ball. Crawford, he should be able to shut them down in this game. And the Red Sox, they should be able to put a lot of runs in this game as well with Luis Gil on the mound. Luis Gil has had a complete turnaround from the start of the season after giving up 3+ runs in 4 of his last 5 games. This was a guy who had a 1.82 ERA coming into the month of June, and going out of the month of June and his first start of July, he has a 3.41 ERA and a 1.13 whip. Over the last 3 games alone, he's given up a total of 16 runs to the Reds, the Mets, and the Orioles. It really hasn't been the amount of hits he's been giving up either. It's just been his control on the mound. He's given up 2+ walks in 4 consecutive games. Whenever he does get people on base, he's also been giving up home runs over the last 3 games, and that's a real recipe for disaster. I think Luis Gil is going to struggle once again in this one, and I'm going to take the Red Sox. They're the hotter team in this matchup. I love the play here on Sunday Night Baseball. Red Sox on the money line as the best play of the day. For the player props on the screen, we're going to play both of them again. This is a big graphic day for the player props here. Jarren Duran over 1.5 bases and Aaron Judge over 1.5 bases as the 2 plays. We're going to start with Duran, who's having an incredible season for the Red Sox. He's getting a favorable matchup in this one going up against Luis Gil. Duran has been crushing, and I mean crushing right-handed pitching this season, almost as good as Aaron Judge. He's got a batting average of .297. He has nearly double-digit hits with triples, doubles, and home runs going up against righties. 20 doubles, 10 triples, 9 home runs, 39 extra base hits in total against right-handed pitching, and he only has a total of 5 extra base hits going up against lefties. So you definitely need to grab him in this game, getting a right-handed matchup. I'm going to take him here to stay hot, over 1.5 base against the Yankees. And then the other player prop, Aaron Judge. I feel like every time I take Aaron Judge now, he hits a home run. Aaron Judge is currently, though, on an 11 at-bat streak of not recording a hit. He's still hitting above 300 with a 309 batting average. I really don't care what any of the stats say. I think Aaron Judge is the best hitter in baseball. We're getting a right-handed matchup, and whenever that happens for Aaron Judge, it's almost a guarantee to have an extra base hit. He has a total of 44 extra base hits of his 77 in total against right-handed pitching, having a .312 batting average on the season, 24 home runs already against right-handed pitching, and 25. It's just such a nice number going up against your rival. I like Aaron Judge here, over 1.5 base in this game, and he's probably going to hit home run number 25 as well in that one. Let's go over to the best player props of the day. We're going to be looking at the batting prop first. It's going to be Jose Miranda, over 1.5 bases going up against the Houston Astros. We're getting a favorable matchup in this game as Spencer Arrighetti is going to be back on the mound after giving up 6 runs to the Blue Jays in 4 innings in his last start. Spencer has now given up 5+ hits in 3 of the last 4 games, and he's only been able to go past the 4th inning in 1 of these 4 games as well. He's coming into this one with a 6.13 ERA and a 1.65 whip in his rookie season with the Astros, and everybody on the Twins should be able to have a good day against him. The reason I like Miranda in this spot is because he's been on fire at the plate. He's collected 9 hits over the last 2 days on Thursday and Friday. He's batted 1,000 over the last 2 games, 9 for 9 against the Astros and the Tigers. This hot streak started 10 days ago for him. He's recorded at least 1 hit in 9 consecutive days, and he's brought his batting average up to .324 in the season. This is also going to be a right against right matchup, and that's exactly what we want. He's hitting .356 against right-handed pitching this season, 24 extra base hits, having nearly 50% of his hits go for extra bases. The numbers back up the play, and his swing backs up the play. I'm going to take him over 1.5 bases. For the pitching prop today, we're going to be looking at the matchup between the Orioles and the Athletics, and I'm going to take Grayson Rodriguez again to go under 2.5 runs allowed against the A's. Grayson Rodriguez this season for the Orioles, he has been the winningest pitcher whenever he's on the mound. He has double-digit wins already this season with the Orioles, only 3 losses, and whenever he's on the mound, they are at 11-4. So whenever Grayson Rodriguez is on the mound, the Orioles, they typically pick up a win. As a team, he's been excellent this season, coming in with a 3.45 ERA, and he's been great limiting his opponents over the last 6 games. He's allowed 2 runs or less in 5 of the last 6 games, and he's coming off a shutout performance against the Mariners where he only gave up 2 runs with 8 strikeouts. he's been facing off against some pretty good opponents as well over the last couple of games. The Philadelphia Phillies, the Astros, and the Guardians before that Seattle game. He was really good in 3 of the 4. And the Oakland Athletics this season, they're one of the worst hitting teams in baseball, being bottom 10 in nearly every single category. Whenever they go up against right-handed pitching, they have even been worse, hitting .220 against righties this season. Everything is set up for Grayson Rodriguez to have another great performance after that shutout against the Mariners. I'm taking him here under 2.5 runs as the best pitching prop of the day. All right, let's go over to the recap. Huge day for the graphic plays today. We're going to take the Guardians and the Giants over 8.5 runs. We got Heliot Ramos and Jose Ramirez in the same game over 1.5 bases. Another same game parlay, Duran and Judge over 1.5 bases. We're taking the Red Sox, the hotter team, on the money line plus 136 with Cutter Crawford on the mound. We've got Grayson Rodriguez under 2.5 runs against the Athletics, who've been struggle hitting. And then Jose Miranda over 1.5 bases going up against the Astros, who is 9 for 9 over the last 9 plate appearances for him. Love the play there. Guys, that's going to do it for the MLB picks and props for Sunday, July 7th slate of games. If you guys enjoyed the content, please sure to drop a like in this video and subscribe channel below. See you guys next video, and thanks for watching.